Hey everyone, this is Russel Brunson. I want to welcome you guys to today's webinar. Before I get too far into this, I want to say a couple things. First off, we've already maxed out 1,000 people. I don't know if you can see it on your screen or not, but it just says someone cannot join the meeting because it's full. Some just can't even view webcams. So we are beyond full. So congratulations if you are on. If you guys can hear me real quick, come over to the chat box and say hello. Say hi, Russell. I want to make sure you guys are all there and we are hanging out. Ready to have some fun? If you can't hear me, let me know. But if you can hear me, I want to hear it. Yes, this is really live. All right, can you guys hear me? I got two people say no sound. No sound. Okay, how do we? Okay, there we go. All right, everybody, welcome to the webinar for today. I apologize, I had the sound off. Can you guys all hear me now? All right. Super cool. Oh man, you guys are going crazy. So just so you know, this is the first time in the history of my 13 years of internet marketing we've ever maxed out the webinar before the webinar even started. I don't know if you guys are able to see it. I'll pull on here for the recording. You guys can see we're already at 1,003 people on here, and I keep getting warnings popping up saying nobody else can come on. So if you were on, congratulations for making it on. We had almost 5,000 people registered for right now. I warned everyone that only 1,000 to be able to get on, and you guys are our lucky 1,000. So congratulations. We're so glad to have you guys here. And I'm curious, how many of you guys are as fired up as I am? If you are fired up, come over to the chat box. We're going to be talking a lot and sharing ideas and talking. And I need you. Thank you. Someone said I'm the best. Thank you very much. I'm fired up too. Oh, this is so awesome. So I'm glad to have you guys. Yes, this is live. We are completely live right now. Oh man, you guys are going nuts. This is exciting. So I'm here with a bunch of my fellow funnel hackers. It sounds like people who love Clickfunnels are excited about it, and I'm excited as well. As we mentioned during the email campaigns, this is a webinar that I've had a chance to give all around the world. I've given this presentation in London. I've given it all around the country, a bunch of different places. I've given it in Australia. I've shared this message with the world, and it's been my passion and my message for the last 2 years. But after today, after this weekend, we're doing a special kind of weekend promotion. After that, this webinar is going to be retired. It's going to be gone. We're not going to be sharing it anymore. So this is kind of the last time I have a chance to really share this concept of funnel hacking. And so I'm glad to have you guys here. And I hope you get a ton of value out of it. Make sure you're taking notes. Make sure you're writing things down, and make sure you're thinking about how this relates to your business, because all of our businesses are different, obviously, and I want to make sure that you get the maximum amount of value from the time we have to spend together today, which is going to be cool. Yes, everyone keeps asking, Sam, yes, this is a live webinar. We made sure, we're trying to record this. Last time I did recording, the webinar crashed, and so it may or may not be recorded. But you guys are here today, so we'll be hanging out, and I'm excited to kind of dive into this. So just kind of a backstory. I'm curious, if you guys are online, how many of you guys are current active ClickFunnels members right now and you're obsessed with ClickFunnels? If you are one of our funnel hackers, let me know over here in the box. Say, Russell, I am a funnel hacker. I'm all in. Okay. I'm obsessed. Me. Someone said, no, I'm not yet. I'm still on lead pages. Okay, don't worry, we'll save you today. That is the plan. All right, we got a ton of funnel hackers. People saying they're obsessed. Funnel hacker for life. This is so exciting. Oh, cool. So cool. So I appreciate that. And how many of you guys don't know what ClickFunnels yet is? Don't know what funnels are? You're kind of new to this and you're like, what in the world? Why is Russell so excited? Why is everybody so excited? Why are we having this party today? How many of you guys are kind of in there? So I'm a funnel virgin, okay? All right, we got some new people. We got some brand new funnel hackers. I'm new, but I'm already obsessed, says Catherine. That is awesome. Oh, so exciting. All right, cool. So, all right. I wish you guys could read all the comments. They're flying in. We got so many people on right now. All right, with that said, like I said, we're maxed out, so nobody else trying to get in can get online. So if you're on, don't lose your seat, you guys. Make sure you're paying attention. What I would recommend doing, I know there's a lot of distractions in the world. You got people like me always sending you Facebook Lives and Skypes and Snapchats and Twitters and Periscopes, all sorts of stuff. So I need to ask you, take your phone, put it on mute, set it aside. Take Skype, turn it down, turn it off, shut Facebook. Facebook will destroy your business and your life if you're not focusing right now. I need all your attention because I'm going to be giving you all my attention, and it's just fair that we kind of have a mutual agreement there. You guys cool with that? All right. So if you're okay with that and you guys shut everything down, I'm here to kind of share with you guys. So the title of this presentation, I'm curious, how many of you guys have been on this presentation before? Ever heard me share some of this stuff before? Someone said, what if I'm watching my phone? If you're watching your phone, that's kind of good. All right, we have some yeses and some nos. All right, someone's at work sneaking this in. Awesome, I love it. Cool. Well, the title of this presentation is my weird niche funnel. It's currently making me $17,947 per day, which is kind of cool, right? On one side of it. But that doesn't really matter for you. What I really want to share today is the opposite side of that, which is how you can ethically knock off that funnel or any funnel in less than 10 minutes. And that's really the message of funnel hacking, what I want to kind of share with you guys here today. Now, people are asking me about this funnel. I do not have this funnel anymore. We sold it a couple years ago. And so it's not my website anymore. But the concepts are the same, whether it's a supplement you're doing, whether it's a book, whether you're a consultant, it doesn't really matter. This process and the concept's the same. And so I'm going to kind of walk you through this and hopefully give you guys some really good ideas and get you as fired up as I am. Now, a couple things. After you learn this process, you will be able to use these powers for evil. So I need you guys all to make me a promise, and I'm not going to move on until I get 1,000 promises here in the question box. Promise me that you will not use these powers for evil. Do you promise me? All right, we got promises. Okay, you guys promise. Now, I'm kind of joking, but at the same time, I am being serious. ClickFunnels is a powerful tool, and we understand funnel hacking becomes even more powerful. You could literally look at any of my funnels, any of my friends' funnels, any of the successful funnels out there, and you could literally knock them off. And that's not what we're talking about. The goal is not to copy. That is illegal and unethical, and I do not agree with that at all. In fact, I would probably say I'm the most funnel hacked person on planet Earth. I don't think there's been more people copying my stuff than anyone else. And I'm okay with it personally, as long as you don't steal headlines and images. That drives me crazy. And you got to make your own copy. But the reality is, when you understand the process, there's a legal and an ethical and a cool way to do it, where you're taking ideas, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So as long as you promise not to use powers for evil, I will share with you everything. I will not hold anything back. All right, now quick earnings disclaimer as well. This is my lawyer. He also plays on TV. They always make me say this at the beginning. First off, by watching this presentation, I promise you that you are not going to start making $17,947 per day. That is not the goal of this class. I think you guys are all smart enough to understand that. In fact, when I got started online, that wasn't my goal at all. And in fact, when I first got started, I was like a lot of you guys probably. I didn't have anything going on. At the time I was wrestling at Boise State University. My wife had a job, and I knew we had a house payment, a car payment. I was like, if I can just sell something online that would cover my monthly fees, like that would change everything for me. And I remember our house payment was $475 a month, and our car payment was $300. And I was thinking, if I can make $1,000 a month, those two bills would disappear. And then the money my wife was making while I was wrestling, we could use to go on dates and stuff. And I was really excited. So that was my goal, $1,000 a month. And so I went up there and I started studying and learning internet marketing, just like a lot of you guys are doing now. And I wanted to understand it. And I remember I was listening in on a teleseminar. This is pre-webinars. And on this teleseminar, this guy was talking about how he was an internet millionaire. And I remember just hearing that and thinking, man, that is so cool. I want to be a millionaire. And I remember even sitting down when I was listening, writing on a piece of paper, I wrote down on top of it, I want to be a millionaire. And then like often happens after I heard that, then the doubts started flooding in my mind. I was like, okay, first off, I'm not that smart, barely graduating college. I'm a wrestler, for crying out loud, and I love the wrestlers, but we're not the smartest group of people in the world sometimes. I'm just like, I don't have the talents or the abilities. But I knew that I had this desire. I was like, well, maybe, what if I could? Let's just pretend, for example, that I don't know about my own weaknesses that are in my head, right? What if I actually could do that? What would that look like? And I started doing the math. I remember writing down on a piece of paper $1 million, and I got my calculator out, and I was like, how much do I have to make a day to make $1 million? And I did the math. How many of you guys know the magic number? If you divide 1 million by 365, this is, by the way, my favorite number. We should make a t-shirt with this number on it. Anyone know off the top of your head what that number is? First person to post it in the chat here gets a gold star. Uh-oh, no one's posting it. I guess the gold star is going to me. Ben was wrong. Everyone's guesses are wrong. Oh, we got someone who's close, but they missed the pennies. All right. If you do the math on that, you take $1 million divided by 365 is $2,739.73. If you make that much every day for a year, you are a millionaire. And I remember looking at that number thinking, okay, $1 million seems impossible, but that number, it's a big number. That was more than I was making a year at the time. But I was like, if I could, what if I made a little website and I got to make 10 or 20 bucks a day? And what if I made a second one and a third one and eventually I had 10 or 20 of them? Someday I could get to the point where my little websites were making me $2,739.73 a day. And so that became my goal. How do I create cool funnels, cool little websites that get me to that goal? And so I started going out and creating things. And if you look at my business right now, we currently have 27 active sales funnels. And all these funnels are making anywhere from, on the low end, some make only about 20 bucks a day. To the high end, we've got some that make $17,947 a day. We have other ones now today that actually make a lot more than that. But that's kind of how I look at this. And so again, my goal is for you not to make that much, to make you $17,000 per day. My goal is for you to understand this process, learn it, start creating funnels, creating websites that can make you money. And then from there, the sky really is the limit. And so that's kind of the goal. So again, a couple of my goals for this thing, for this training. First off, how many of you guys already have a business? I'm curious. If you already have a business, say, yes, I have a business. All right, cool. So if you already have a business, I'm going to show you how this funnel hacking process can take whatever business or idea you already have and take it to the next level. Okay, I've had friends who have 6-figure businesses who take them to 7 to 8 and beyond. Okay, so you already have a business, that's the goal. Now, how many of you guys don't have a business yet? You're in the startup phase. If you're a startup phase, come here and say, I'm a startup. I love my startup family. A lot of funnel hackers, startups. Okay, cool. A lot of you guys are doing startups. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so if you're a startup, I'm going to show you guys how to save like the next 10 years of your life of trial and error and how to shortcut that process. This funnel hacks process, when you understand it, will dramatically shortcut your success. That's our goal, and that's kind of what you can expect from this, okay? Now, how many of you guys know what a funnel is? I used to assume everyone did, and I realized recently that most people actually don't. So if you know what a funnel is, say yes. If you're not sure, say I don't know, or I'm kind of sure. We got some yeses, some no's, we got some whoops. So we just learned, kind of sure. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna spend 10 seconds to explain what a funnel is, and then from there we're gonna dive into this just to make sure we're all on the same page. So a funnel is the future. Okay, if y'all remember 10 years ago when the internet started being popular and everyone's like, you need a website. And first people are like, well, what's a website? Why do I need a website? And people are like, you don't understand, you have to have one. And eventually everyone started believing like, yes, I have to have a website. And today everyone's got a website, right? That's kind of what's happening now. Like the website I look at like cassette tapes, right? Like they were the thing. But now you fast forward and we're past CDs now. Like we're into MP3 players and iPhones, and funnels really are the future. And right now, there's still people who don't understand what a funnel is, but I believe in 5 or 6 years from now, everyone will know what a funnel is because it's replacing the website, and it's really, really powerful. Now, I'm going to show you kind of a cool story behind that. This right here is my very first website, howtomakaPotatogun.com. This is a picture of me. You can see that's Nate, my buddy, but on the right-hand side, there's me with my shaved head, and this is us going through college. So I was first learning internet marketing, again, about 13 years ago. I was in school, and they told me, like, create an information product on something you're passionate about. And I was wrestling at the time. I was doing a bunch of stuff. And then one day my buddy Nate was like, hey, we should go make potato gun. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, dude, we live in Idaho. You don't know what a potato gun is? I'm like, no, but it sounds fun. So he took me and went to Home Depot. We bought the pipes. We bought the glue. We ended up making these potato guns and had a weekend of fun with them. And afterwards I got back home. I got back to school. And I started... I was doing my research to figure out what market I wanted to be in and stuff. And I remember searching about potato guns. And I found out that same week, the same month that I created my potato guns, there were 18,000 other people that had searched for potato gun plans. And nobody was selling a product on it. And I thought, what if I just made a product on how to make potato guns? And so I went out there, I recorded a DVD with Nate. We recorded it, put it up there, we launched it. And we started selling this DVD. And it was my very first website that was making money, and it was awesome. And for a college kid like me, I was spending about $10 a day in Google ads, and I would sell like 1 or 2 DVDs a day. So I was making $20 to $40 a day. And it was like an ATM machine. And I was like the coolest rich kid in college. I was making $40 a day, and I had this like secret little thing, right? And it was awesome. And it was making me a bunch of money. And it worked for a long time. And then what happened is Google changed something. I don't know what it was, but they changed their algorithm or they changed their something. But all of a sudden, like I was spending $10 a day and I no longer was making 40. It would take me 5 or 6 or 7 days to make one sale. And suddenly my little business just disappeared overnight. I remember thinking, because that time is when like all the dot-com bubbles were bursting or whatever. I remember thinking, I guess that's what they mean. My dot-com bubble burst. I was like, oh crap, I got to start paying attention in school and figure out what I'm going to be when I grow up now. Because I was banking on this whole potato gun thing, right? And I was all frustrated. And I was like, oh, there's got to be a way. And I was trying a bunch of different things and nothing worked for me. And then one of my friends came up to me and said, and he had a similar business to me. He was selling little products like this. And he said, Russell, he's like, none of my businesses were making me money. They all kind of shut down. I'm like, I know that's the phase I'm in right now too. And he said, I figured out a way to make it all work. And I said, really? Like, what happened? He said, you know, you go to McDonald's and you order a Big Mac, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what do they ask you? And I was like, do you want fries with that? He's like, yep. He's like, it's an upsell. He said, I went back to all my little websites that are no longer making money, and I started adding upsells. And he called them OTOs, one-time offers. He said, I started adding these upsells. And he said, what happened? About 20% of the people who bought the first product started buying my upsells. And he said, my upsells usually, a lot more expensive than my front. And he said, when I started doing that, it literally doubled my business. Now all my websites work again. I was like, are you kidding me? So I started looking back at my little websites that were dead. I said, okay, I need to add upsells so I can become profitable. So I went back and I started adding upsells. We found a guy in northern Idaho who drop shipped potato guns, and people who bought my potato gun DVD, we started upselling them actual potato gun kits. And sure enough, just like he said, we were getting about 20 to 30% of the people who bought my DVD then to come over here and buy the actual potato gun kit, which was insane. And all of a sudden, it started working again. I was spending the same $10 a day in Google, but instead of losing money, I started making money because these upsells came in as pure profit. And suddenly my business changed. And that was the first time I'd ever seen or even heard of a funnel, was taking somebody through an actual sales process. And it changed my whole life, and I became obsessed with this concept of funnels. In fact, a couple years later, we were trying a whole bunch of different types of funnels and ways to do things. And some of you guys may remember this if you've been following me for a long time. About 5 or 6 years ago, we came up with an idea called a continuity funnel, a micro continuity funnel. We set it up, and it was just a new way to lay out your funnels. And we did that. We launched it, and like overnight, we made so much money with micro continuity funnels. We started training other people on them. We had thousands of entrepreneurs who use this type of funnel to have success. Okay, so when you understand like a type of funnel, it becomes really easy to take that and implement it into your business. One good example of that, some of you guys, I'm sure today you've all heard of what an evergreen webinar is, right? This webinar you're on right now, we're live, so this is not an evergreen one, but this concept of evergreen webinars was a new thing. Nobody ever heard of it, and one of my friends had created one of the first ones, and he launched it and was making a bunch of money. And he showed me, he said, Russell, he called me, he's like, Russell, I figured out a new funnel. And so anytime someone says that, my ears perk up. I'm like, really, what is it? He's like, well, you do webinars, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I started doing automated webinars. I was like, what does that mean? He said, let me show it to you. So he showed me this sales funnel. And there was a registration page, a confirmation page, a webinar, there's replays. They had all these email sequences based on what happens in the webinar, people who subscribe, people who show up but they leave early, and had all these different things. And he showed it to me, and I was like, that is the most brilliant thing in the world. And I said, do you mind if I model that? Like, I have a webinar, I want to try this process out that you've perfected. He said, sure, go for it. So I modeled his evergreen webinar funnel as close as I could. We launched it. Within the first 90 days of me launching that webinar, we made over $1 million. And I didn't do a single webinar. I was sitting at home, and it all happened through this funnel. Is that crazy? Now, I'm not telling you that, I don't want you thinking like if you launch an automated webinar funnel, you're going to make $1 million. No, that worked for me because I had a really good webinar, I had traffic, I had a lot of things going for me. But what I do want you to understand is that when you learn about a funnel type and you understand how it works, you can funnel hack that and you can model it and you can dramatically speed up your success. Okay? And that's the power of this whole funnel hacking process. So for me, as you can probably tell, I got excited and then became obsessed. And I started just looking at what everyone was doing and modeling it. And we started launching tons of businesses with funnels. I had so much fun. And so after doing this for more than 10 years, you guys, I've discovered the hard way that because of all the tools and the training, what we're going to be showing you guys today, you have a chance to just cheat and get it the easy way. So I'm curious, how many guys would rather cut out all the headache and the heartache and just go about it the easy way? If you want the easy way, come over to the chat box and say, Russell, I want the easy way. If you guys want it easy, all right. All right, Don wants easy. Klaus, David, Kaylin, Deborah. All right, 1,000 people I want the easy way. You know what's crazy? We're still over 1,000 people. That means nobody's dropped off. So good for you guys for hanging out with us. Stevenson wants it the easy way, or the Russell way, yes. The easy way or the Russell way. Cool, that's what we're going to do today. So first thing I want to do is I want to show you guys the hard way so you can understand the pain that I've had to go through for the last 10 years before ClickFunnels came about. Because if you understand this, it'll make you appreciate what I'm going to share with you guys today so much more. So this right here is a picture of the supplement funnel I talked about earlier from our old supplement company. You guys see the funnel there? There's a picture of it on the wall here in my old office. So one day I thought it'd be fun to take pictures of all the pages and blow them up on the wall so we could see them. So I taped them up on the wall there, and that's what they look like. Okay. Now if you look at that, those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, those 8 pages at its peak was averaging about $17,000 per day. Is that crazy? Just 8 pages. So you look at that, you're thinking, oh, that's got to be really easy, Russell, right? It's just some pages on a website with some words on it and some videos. Like, I can do that real easy, right? But I want to walk you through what we had to do back then to make these things work. So the first step is we had to design the funnel, which for me, that's my favorite part. I get the strategy behind what's first and what's the upsells going to be and where are we going to go. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is I had to get somebody to write the copy. Now, this supplement was helping people with diabetic neuropathy, and I didn't even know what that was at the time, so I didn't want to write the sales letter for it. So I hired a really good copywriter, one of my friends, and I paid him $20,000 to write all the sales letters and sales videos and headlines, all the copy, email sequences, everything for this funnel. And it cost me $20,000, so that was my most expensive cost. But then, excuse me, when he was done with that, then I had to go and take these sales letters and I had to get them designed to make them look nice. So my designer took the sales letters, put all the pictures and the images, and made them look awesome. And the designer cost me $3,000. Then the designer gives me Photoshop files. So then I had to get a web designer to take the Photoshop files, to slice them up and actually get them onto a website. So then they were on the internet, but they didn't actually work. Nobody could buy anything. There was no shopping cart. So then I had to get a programmer to go hook up a shopping cart and autoresponders and all those kind of things. Then we had an analytics person set up split test. And then, so basically my upfront cost to create this one funnel right here was $29,000. Okay, and that was average. Usually we would launch one funnel a quarter and we'd budget about $30,000 for each funnel. So that was kind of like the average cost to create one of these things. Is that crazy? But the worst thing for me was not so much the $29,000 up front. The worst thing for me is that I had already ordered the supplement. It was sitting in a warehouse gathering dust, waiting for me to figure out how in the world I could actually sell it. Okay? We had to wait 8 weeks to create this entire process. That's how long it took. Okay? So that was the hard way, guys. That's how people like me, the pioneers who've been doing this for a decade, how we've had to do it over and over and over again. We were able to do one funnel a quarter, and this is the cost and the time it took to create one and get it out and launched. Is that crazy? Okay, so that's the hard way. So don't worry, don't watch this and be like, oh, never mind, Russell, I'm stressed that I'm going to leave. That's the hard way. I'm going to show you guys the easy way because there is a better way and there's an easier way. And it's through this funnel hacks process I'm going to share with you guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do is these are the 3 things we're going to be covering during today's training. If you guys have a pad of paper out, write these down. So the 3 secrets of funnel hacking. Secret number 1, I'm going to show you guys how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. How many guys... I'm curious. Want to learn that one? Okay. All right. If you don't want to hear this, I already know this stuff. I can just skip number 1 if you guys don't want it. I need you guys to participate. We got 1,000 people. I need this thing to blow up. Okay. Now it's blowing up. All right. You are intrigued, I heard. Okay, cool. So I will share that with you. Secret number 1, I'm showing you how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. All right. Secret number 2 now is what I call funnel cloning. So after you have ethically stolen the funnel hacks from your competitors, I'm now going to show you how to clone their proven funnel inside of ClickFunnels in less than 10 minutes. And the third thing people always tell me, Russell, I got this funnel. It's awesome, but nobody is coming. How do I get people to actually show up my funnel? So secret number 3, I'm going to show you as my number 1 traffic hack. I'm going to show you how to get the exact same customers who are currently going to your competitors' funnels start coming to your funnels instead. How many of you guys want to learn the traffic piece of the funnel game? All right, you guys are going crazy for traffic. Show me the money. Help me help you. All right, you guys are as excited as I am. This is awesome. All right. Okay, are you really going to teach us all this today? Yes, I'm covering all this today. So let's jump right in. All right, secret number 1, funnel hacking, how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. Now, first thing you got to understand, this is a concept I learned initially from Tony Robbins. Tony said, if you want to achieve success, all you need to do is find a way to model those who've already succeeded. Okay, it makes perfect sense, right? I started thinking about my life, like things I had success with. So as I mentioned earlier, when I was growing up, I was a wrestler. I wrestled in high school. I wrestled in college. And what's interesting is when I was in high school, I was really bad. Like I wasn't like not good. I was bad. And I remember my dad took me to the state tournament my first year, and I remember seeing 2 guys on my high school team win the state title. And my dad recorded their matches on his big old camcorder back in the day. And so then that summer we went home and we would watch those matches every single day. My dad would teach me. He'd say, okay, this is the move he used, and I would practice that. And then he showed me the next one. So all summer long I was practicing these moves that I saw the state champions doing. And then I came back the next year, and I started wrestling, and I became good. In fact, I became a state champion. I became All-American. I took 2nd place in the country. I got a wrestling scholarship to a Division I school and became one of the top 10 wrestlers in the country. Okay, and it wasn't because I was super talented. It's because I did this. I found those who were already successful, and I modeled them. Now, the same thing was true with me when I was in business. When I was going to school, I was selling potato guns for crying out loud. I was not a business major. I didn't understand business, but I saw other people having success, and I looked at what they were doing, and I modeled their successes. And with that, by doing that, I went from my senior year in college, I made $250,000. Like, what's that? 5 times more than my professors were making. Within a year of graduating from college, I'd made over $1 million. Okay, it wasn't me being a business major or understanding business even. It was understanding this. Find people who are successful and model them. The same thing is true with sales funnels. A lot of times people think we have to create these things from scratch, and you don't. There's people like me who've been doing this for 10 plus years who have figured out how these things work. You just got to find successful funnels, and you got to model them, okay? Now, every time I share this, it's funny. Somebody always comes up to me like, well, Russell, that's cool and all, but I'm kind of creative, and I figured out a better way to do it. And they always have like their spin they want to put on things. And it always makes me laugh when I think about this quote right here. It says, you can always tell who the pioneers are because they have arrows in their back and they're lying face down in the dirt. Okay, you think about it, it's true, right? I think the first time I really understood this, I was I was sitting at a Dan Kennedy event, and it was probably 1,000 people in the room. I was like the little tiny kid in the back row, like sitting there like listening, and there was this guy on stage. His name is Porter Stansberry, and Porter works for a company called Agora Publishing. Any of you guys have heard of Agora before? Okay, Agora sells financial newsletters, and they make close to $1 billion a year selling financial newsletters, which is crazy. And Porter runs the biggest division there. It's called Stansberry Research. And so Porter's on stage talking, and he's showing everybody a sales funnel. And I remember, I'm like, I can't believe he's showing me this. Like, this is the coolest thing in the world. And he's showing everything. He's talking really fast, and all of a sudden he stops. He says, you know what's interesting? He said, every single year we get people who see how much money we're making at Agora, and they want to compete with us. So they come in, the first thing they all do, they look at our pricing structure and they try to undercut us in pricing. And then they can't make the metrics work. So they try to charge more, and they try to sell a different way, and they try all sorts of things. He says, don't you understand? He said, we're Agora Publishing. We literally have a room with 100 people who all they do all day long is split test and write copy. Okay, like we have the best team in the world. He said, if you want to compete with Agora, you can't try to compete with us head to head because you will lose. You have to copy us. And I remember thinking about that. Wow, he's right. Why would I go try to reinvent the wheel? They figured out what works, what price points, what the funnel structure, like how people want to be sold. Like they figured everything out. Why would I try to reinvent the wheel? I just need to go to where they're at right now, look at their sales funnel, and start from there. Okay, they're thinking how many arrows they got in their back to get to the point where they're at right now. Let me start where they are and then move forward from there. Okay, and that was my big aha. When I understood that, it changed everything for me. Okay, and so what we need to do, I'm walking this process, we need to find someone who's already successful to funnel hack. Now, I'm guessing if you already kind of know what your business is or you kind of know what you want to go, you probably have some ideas of people you could funnel hack. And I'll show you some ways we can find some. But let's just assume we found someone we want to funnel hack. Okay, so when I launched our supplement for diabetic neuropathy, I'd never been in that market before. I didn't know anyone was in there, so I tried to find someone who was selling a supplement in that market. I ended up finding this company right here, Neuropathy Support Formula. And I went to their funnel. I was like, man, this page is ugly. I was like, this is one of the ugliest pages I've ever seen. It has this purple everything, and I was like, ah. And so at first I was like, well, I'm Russell. I'm the smart marketing guy. I'm gonna go and do something way better. And luckily for me, I stopped and said, you know what? Like maybe these guys know something I don't know. Maybe they've got some arrows in the back. I did some research. And I found out at the time they're making about $100,000 a month with the supplements. I'm like, they're having success. So maybe they know something. So I'm just gonna take my pride and hang up on the wall and I'm gonna model them for our first test. And so we modeled their process. Now, this is what our very first version of the page came out to look like. Now notice I didn't copy anything, right? I modeled the layout, modeled the process. Like they had a logo on the left-hand, top left-hand, I had a logo. They had a phone number, I had a phone number. They had a long-form sales letter, I had a long-form sales letter. They had a picture of the bottle, I had a picture of my bottle. So we modeled the look and the feel and the layout because they had proven that worked. And so we took this, we launched it, and within a very short period of time, this little supplement business we launched it got to the point where it was making about $20,000 a month, which is pretty cool. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. But then I want to figure out, like, well, what else are these guys doing? Like, how, like, they're doing more than me. Like, what are they doing? And so I did something that all successful entrepreneurs have to become good at doing. I pulled my wallet out of my pocket, I opened it up, I pulled a credit card out, and I bought their product. Okay, we know what's happening on the outside of this page so I can see it, but there's something happening behind the scenes. The rest of the funnel is not visible to my eye unless I become a buyer. So I need to buy their product. So I bought their product, and unfortunately for them, they didn't really have any upsells or downsells. It just kind of ended. I was like, dang. I'm like, there's got to be someone in this market who's a sophisticated marketer who understands how this works. And so I went back and I started doing some more research, and eventually I found this guy and became friends with him later. But he had a supplement, and they were doing about $3 million a month with their supplement. And I knew that they knew what they were doing, so I went through and I looked at their website, and this is what it looked like. I was like, this page is also kind of ugly, but the headline had a video, and the video's done. Add the cart button, open up. You click on that, and took you to an order form. And then on the order form, they had this really weird pricing strategy. They're selling 1, 3, or 4 bottles, and they had this big long form. I was like, that's kind of weird, but okay. And then I did what every good entrepreneur has to become good at doing. I pulled my credit card out of my wallet and I bought it. Then after I bought it, I was taking the next page, and then this is the weirdest thing to me. I just purchased 4 bottles from them, and they upsold 6 more bottles of the exact same supplement. And I remember looking at that first thinking, like, are these guys crazy? Like, do they think I'm a drug addict? Do I really need more Marine D3? Like, that's a lot of pills. And then I started thinking, like, man, these guys, like, again, me being prideful, I'm like, man, I know more about marketing than these guys. I'm going to do a different upsell. And then luckily I was like, you know what, maybe, just maybe they've got some arrows in their back. Maybe I'm going to trust that these guys who are doing $3 million a month selling supplements, I'm only doing $20,000. Maybe they know more than I do. So I slept back and looked at the rest of their funnel. And there it is, you guys. Those 5 pages at their prime are doing about $3 million a month. Isn't that crazy? So what I did, I looked at that thing and said, okay, that's the process we're going to model. So we went back to the drawing board on us, and I sketched out, this is what ours needs to look like. We have a video, we have 1 bottle, 3 bottles, 4 bottles, then we're going to have upsells, and I kind of modeled it out. So we drew a blueprint, and then this right here became my business model. There it is. People always want to give you these huge, like 50-page business models of what they're going to do. Like, this is all I need for a business model. What's the funnel look like that's already proven to work? I want to see the sketch of it. Boom, now I know what it is. Now I need to go create that. So we logged into Clickfunnels, we started building the funnel. So we made a page like theirs. They had a video, we had a video. We had an order form, we modeled the order form, we modeled the price points. They had an upsell 6 more bottles, we upsold 6 more bottles, and we put in 2 more upsells. So I modeled the look and the feel and the layout and the process as close as I could. Now notice, I didn't copy anything else. I didn't copy the headlines or the videos, or those things are all mine. Those things are all copyrightable. I don't steal those things. That's illegal and unethical. But I modeled the process. Okay, someone like me who tests insane amounts and think I know that the process is like 90% of it. So you model the process, and then you create your own copy, your own creative that you plug inside of the process. Does that make sense? But I modeled the look, the feel, the layout, the pricing strategy, all those kind of things, and we launched it. And my little supplement company that was making about $20,000 a month got to the point where it was making almost $20,000 a day. Okay, you guys getting this? Do you see how this whole process is working? Apparently you guys are, because nobody's dropped off the webinar yet. We're still over 100,000 people, so awesome. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about, guys. That is the process of funnel hacking. Now, my total investment to learn all of that was $100. How many millions of dollars do you think that those guys spent trying to get to the point where they had this funnel that worked? I can just go funnel hack them, buy their product, and look at it and start from that point. Like, that should shave literally months, years, decades off of your learning curve, you guys. Because you don't have to go through the 12 years, 13 years now of stress and haste I had to go through to figure out how to sell my products and my services. You can look at my funnels now and be like, wow, Russell figured out this is the way to structure a book offer. This is the way to structure a webinar offer. This is the way to structure supplements, because we've done it. And you can just model that. Is this making sense, you guys? You getting fired up, I hope? All right. Now, I want to show you guys an example. So this is Drew Canoli. He owns a bunch of cool companies. And I met him initially, and he had me come out and work with them and their team. And they were launching a new supplement called Organifi. And so I just showed them my funnel. We funnel hacked myself. I showed them all the stuff. They launched their funnel. I want you to hear in their own words kind of what happened afterwards. So next page is a video here. And obviously we're streaming through GoToWebinar. We got 1,000 people online, so it's probably gonna be choppy, not gonna be able to see it that well. But I want you to listen to the words. It's a very short video, but it'll help you to understand and see why this process of funnel hacking is so powerful. So really quick backstory. I had a chance to go out and spend a little while with these guys in their company, and they were about to launch a new supplement. And they're like, hey, look at our funnel. What should we do? And I was like, just copy mine. It works really, really good. So I'd love for you to kind of talk about what happened when you guys did your funnel, and then some of the results that have happened since then.
Yeah, I'd like to re-emphasize his point about just cloning and copying and modeling what works. So we are a digital product company. We have information products, coaching products, and we were doing about $1 million a year. And I manage all the sales funnels and sales optimization, and we were going to come out with a physical product line. And we were like, who's done this before? Who's been really successful? We reached out to Russell. He helped us model exactly NerdSell. Actually, it's funny because I'm looking at what you modeled, and I had the exact same reaction. The first upsell that we have in place is more of the same thing that they just bought. And we were like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So we sold them a bottle of our new product called Organifi. Our first one-time offer was 3 more bottles after they already bought that. And the take rate was like 20 or 30%. Then we thought, Russell actually mentioned, we should implement subscription on everything. So we had 3 options. We modeled exactly Russell's first sales page. 1 bottle, 3 bottles, 4 bottles. Modeled his pricing, 47, 129, 149, exactly the same. Sorry for stealing everything, but it works.
I love it. It's still away.
Yeah. And then once we implemented all the pieces, in actually like a week, which is crazy. We matched his results. We're doing, am I allowed to say the numbers? Or? Yeah.
I hope so. I want to hear them.
Yeah.
Who wants to hear his numbers?
Yeah.
I want to hear his numbers. Let's hear them.
So the first day that we opened up the gates, we did 12,000 in sales. The second day we did 34,000. The third day we did 36,000. And that was just opening the gates. And every single day after that, we've done around 15 to 20,000 because of the way that the funnels are structured. So it's really exciting, and we owe a lot to Russell. I mean, he came out, he helped us with our funnels, he broke down everything we were doing wrong, everything we were doing right, and showed us exactly what they did, and we just copied it. and it works. So
that's awesome. Give him a round of applause.
So thank you,
Russell.
Russell. Yeah.
All right, so you guys get in this process. How many guys are fired up? All right, very, very cool. So I always get this question whenever I share this. People are like, Russell, that's really, really cool, but I'm not selling supplements. What should I do? And so I want to understand, like, this does work for supplement funnels, but it also works for coaching funnels, for info product funnels, for e-commerce funnels, for network marketing funnels, for affiliate funnels, funnels for real businesses. It works for all types of funnels and all types of businesses. For example, how many of you guys right here have a book? You've written a book, or you want to write a book, or you got some kind of information product? I'm curious. All right, we got a lot of authors out there, a lot of info product people. Cool. So if you've written a book or you want to write a book, you may want to funnel hack my info product, book funnels. Okay, this book funnel to this day still sells over 5,000 copies of my book every single month. Okay, it works. It makes us a ton of money, and it's awesome. In fact, recently Tony Robbins found out about my book funnel, so guess what I did? Went out, flew out with him, hung out with the man, the myth, the legend. We built a book funnel for him, and guess what it looked like? It looked like my book funnel. Guess why? My book funnel works. We just modeled it. We plugged in Tony into my book funnel, his copy, his videos, his words, his books, his upsells, things like that. But then we launched it, and it worked. It became a multiple-time New York Times bestselling author and just crushed it, as you know, because Tony Robbins is pretty much the man. So it worked for Tony. We've done it with Dave Asprey. We've done it with a whole bunch of other people. Like, any book you can plug in that book funnel, and it'll work. Okay? So that's the first thing to understand. Now, how many of you guys are either coaches or you'd like to become a coach? You can be a health coach, a fitness coach, a life coach, any kind of coach. How many coaches we have on the line? All right, we got some coaches. We got a lot of coaches. How many of you guys want to be a coach? Like, that would be the coolest thing in the world. All right, so if you're a coach or you want to be a coach, this is my coaching funnel. Some of you guys may have heard about it before. It works amazingly well. Right now, my coaching program has 100 entrepreneurs a year, pay me $25,000 a year to be in it. It's $2.5 million a year to make from our coaching funnel. And right now, it's been maxed out. We have no more room or more opening. People can't even get in if they wanted to right now. And it's all through this book funnel. I spent 2 years testing and tweaking everything on this funnel, and it works amazing. So if you're selling coaching or you'd like to, you probably should funnel hack one of my coaching funnels because it works very, very, very well. How many of you guys are selling e-commerce products? You got stuff on Amazon or Shopify or Etsy, and you're trying to figure out how in the world to actually make money with these things. Okay, it's difficult. In fact, we saw it the other day on Shopify. There's an article on Shopify that says all Shopify customers need a sales funnel first. And then it said you should use Clickfunnels to build a sales funnel to get customers. Then you can send them to your Shopify store. Shopify.com says that on their in their blogs. Okay, like it doesn't like this is one of the biggest things. Like, we have more Amazon people coming right now, more Shopify people coming to us than any other segment because they're understanding that it's difficult to sell your products through a traditional e-commerce website. You need a funnel. Okay, and so this is an example of my e-commerce funnels. We sell this really cool thing called Vigon, but if you want to sell e-commerce things, it works as well. Find e-commerce funnels and funnel hack them. How many of you guys are network marketing? Okay, are you sick and tired of talking to your friends and your family about signing up? What if you could create a network marketing funnel? Okay, a lot of people don't know this. I was actually the number one money earner in 2 different network marketing companies at the same time. One of them gave me a Ferrari, and so everyone found out I was in it. And then people started asking me network marketing questions all day long. But all I did is through a funnel. I never talked to a friend, a family member. I built a funnel. We drove traffic and became the number one money earner in 2 different companies at the exact same time. How many of you guys have real businesses? You could be a chiropractor, a dentist, a financial planner. I put real in quotation marks because all my buddies who have real businesses always say, well, Russell, that sounds cool for you, but I got a real business. How does this work for me? So this is my buddy Chad Woolner. He's a chiropractor here in Boise, and one of my favorite people in the world. And he asked me that, and I said, well, right now in your practice, you have funnels. You get people in through some other funnels. How do we just replicate those online through an online funnel? And so we looked at his offline model. We built it out online. He started driving Facebook ads, and this funnel right here gets him new customers every single day of the week. Okay, so it works for real businesses as well. So next question, a ton of you guys are already asking is, Russell, where do I find a good funnel? And how do I know that they're actually making money? Okay, the worst thing possible is to go funnel hack someone and then find out later that they're broke, right? So how do you find a good funnel? How do you know if they're actually making any money? So a couple tricks. First thing, have you guys heard of clickbank.com? Clickbank is one of our partner companies here in Boise, Idaho as well. And the cool thing about Clickbank is they have over 100,000 successful sales funnels in their marketplace. Now, they're all digital funnels. There's a couple supplement funnels now popping up in there as well. In fact, Organifi is sold through there. But they have over 100,000 successful sales funnels, selling everything from weight loss to dieting to gardening to supplements, like all the way, everything in between. In fact, this is one of my buddy's products. He teaches people how to build chicken coops, and he has a sales funnel for that inside of ClickBank. And at first I thought it was a joke, and I was like, dude, people really buy that? He's like, oh yeah, and he showed me that funnel. That funnel's making him over $12,000 a month. When I saw it a couple years ago, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I had no idea that was a market, but it is. And that funnel as well as over 100,000 other all inside the ClickBank marketplace. So if you want to see these funnels, go to clickbank.com. At the very top, there's a button that says Marketplace. I think it changed it to Affiliate Marketplace. Click on that button and it takes you inside and shows you all these funnels. And the coolest thing is that they break these funnels down based on category. So health and fitness, weight, marketing, like whatever. It breaks down the categories. And you go inside the categories and it ranks it based on what's selling the most today. Okay, so for example, when I took the screenshot, this was in the health and fitness market, and the number one best-selling product right now, at the time I took this, was the Venus Factor. In fact, it was number one for about a year and a half, 2 years, I believe. I don't know if it's still number one right now, but it's up at the top. But when it was number one, well, first off, that's how we find a successful sales funnel. I look at ClickBank all the time because there's so many good funnels in there. And the second question is, how do you know how much money they're making? Okay, now there's a couple of tricks. One thing I do a lot of times, I'll call the company up and I'll get one of the reps on the phone. I'm like, man, you guys are killing that. I see you guys everywhere. I'm gonna buy right now. I'm just curious, how many of these things are you guys selling? And like 9 times out of 10, the customer support agent will be like, yeah, we average about 3,000 sales a day. And I do the math and I realize how much money they're making. So that's one way, is by doing some covert operations and just calling them. Number two is just kind of guessing ballpark. So for example, Venus Factor. Again, I don't know these guys, so I don't know how much money they make. I met the guy who wrote the copy, and he's awesome. But I've never met the owners of this offer. But I had a friend that prior to Venus Factor, he was the number one spot in health and fitness and ClickBank. When he was there, he was making between $40,000 and $50,000 a day. Is that crazy? It makes some of my funnels look like I got training wheels on or something. And so Venus Factor, I would guess somewhere is in that range, 40 to 50 grand a day. And it's kind of funny. Last year, I had a chance to go out to lunch with the owner and the CEO of ClickBank, and I asked these guys, I was like. And I do this thing that I probably shouldn't do, but I asked a Russell question. I was like, hey man, how much money is the Venus Factor making? He looks at me and says, Russell, we can't tell you that. I'm like, I know you can't, but let's just say you could. Like, how much do you think that would be? And he's like, I can't tell you, dude. And I was like, all right. Well, I'm just curious. Like, I was like, so-and-so's offer, when they were number one, they were doing about 40 or 50 grand a day. I was like, are they close to that? Is it more than that, less than that? And he kind of smiled and said, it's more than double that. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, that's over $100,000 a day. This one little website. Now, if you're going to the health and fitness market, would it be worth your $47, whatever it is, to buy the product and funnel hack it and see what in the world they're doing? Heck yeah, it would. So guess what I did? I went and I funnel hacked it. I bought their product. I invested. I did what every good entrepreneur has to be good at doing. Pulled my wallet out of my pocket, pulled my credit card out, and I bought it. Okay, it was $47 for the first product. And when I got 143 videos. I got a PDF. I looked at what they were selling. Then the upsell was a $37 thing. Then they had a $79 upsell, $19.95. Those 4 pages, you guys, make them $100,000 a day. Okay, was that worth my $47 investment? Yeah, that's insane, huh? I don't care if you're selling any kind of info products, that'd be worth the investment just to see the process. So you guys have mastered it, right? So I buy their product. After I bought it and I see this is what I need to create to be successful here, then I go and I sketch out their funnel, and this becomes a blueprint for what I'm going to create. All right, you guys, so that's secret number one. I just showed you how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. How many of you guys got excited by that so far? All right, you guys are getting excited. All right, cool. With that said, let's move on now to secret number two. Secret number two. So now that we know the funnel we're going to create, I want to talk to you guys about funnel cloning. I'm going to show you how to then clone their proven funnel inside of ClickFunnels in less than 10 minutes, okay? Now, I take the funnel that I've sketched out. This is the blueprint of what I need to create, my business plan, okay? Now, in the past, what I would do is I would go call up my designers, my webmasters, my programmers, my analytics people. We'd have a meeting. I'd show them all the funnel we're going to funnel hack. Everyone would go to work, and 2 months later, we have a funnel we could launch. It was insane. Okay, that was the old, hard, expensive, painful way. What we do today is a little bit different because we've created something. It's a new way. It's a better way. It's a completely new opportunity for all of you guys, and it's through a tool we created called ClickFunnels. Now, before I show you guys this ClickFunnels demo, I want you to see a video of one of your fellow funnel hackers, someone who is just as excited, if not more so, about ClickFunnels than you. Some of you guys may have heard of him. His name's Garrett J. White, and I got a really quick video of him explaining how ClickFunnels has transformed his business. And I dare you not to get excited about ClickFunnels after you watch this short video.
Hello, my name is Garrett J. White, the Master Coach Mentor and founder of Wake Up Warrior Academy. And I will tell you this right now. We have tested with platforms. We have tested everything. I have attempted for the past 6 years to use every available software tool I could find that made it simpler for me to share my message. And it started with WordPress, and then it went plugins, and then Optimized Press, and then we went to Kajabi, and then we went to Lead Pages. And these are all wonderful. Know the owners of these guys are fantastic. The software tools were amazing. When ClickFunnels came out, I was like, dude, I cannot handle another software tool. I don't give a shit. We're just gonna manage our stuff between Lead Pages and Kajabi. And then my friend said, just test it. Just try it out. And I went to ClickFunnels, and no bullshit. Like every software increment over the last 5 years has been not a quantum shift in what you can do with the tool to get your message out to the marketplace. They've been incremental. So like there's been a move from Kajabi to lead pages or from optimized press to Kajabi, and they were these segmented steps that had slight improvements that made it easier. Clickfunnels though came out of nowhere. They took the marketplace by storm, just like Apple did when they first launched the iPhone. It was not a linear move anymore. It was a quantum move in improvement that'll open up a gap to allow people just like you watching this, people just like you and me, who are not technically savvy. We weren't born in the matrix, and we didn't have a chip implanted in our heads. We're not engineers or computer science majors, and we don't understand that stuff inherently. ClickFunnels gave you my friend, an opportunity to cut and decrease the time of stress and anxiety and suffering behind a keyboard. Trust me, the days you want to just pound vodka and throw your Mac out the window because you can't figure shit out, ClickFunnels has brought it to a place that it is a quantum leap in opportunity, which allows you, just like the iPhone, to not only look smarter, but to feel smarter, and ultimately to only deal with the stuff that matters, which is getting your message about your product and your program and service out to the marketplace.
How many of you guys think that ClickFunnels has the most amazing customer support?
If you're spending all the time in suicide watch and having to check yourself into a hospital and honestly trying to deal with everything else that's come out before it. So I not only fully endorse ClickFunnels, it's the only software tool that we use. When it comes to our funnels online across all 4 of my businesses, we're not going anywhere else. Love Russell, love this event. This event married up to that software tool. You are a dumbass if you don't come, and that's okay. There's plenty of dumbasses on the planet. Just don't let it be you.
How many of you guys are excited now to see ClickFunnels? If you are half as excited about me, I want to hear it over here in the chat box and go crazy right now, you guys. All right. You guys are freaking out as much as I am. Awesome. Okay, so what I'll do right now is I want to show you guys ClickFunnels. I'm going to do a demo, and we're going to build a funnel live together. The same funnel that if I would have looked at this funnel before ClickFunnels came out, I'm looking at a minimum of 2 months for me and my team of amazing designers and programmers to create. And we're going to do it together here in the next 10 minutes. You guys want to see that? All right, cool. So, and hopefully you guys, I know we're streaming live with still over 1,000 people. Nobody's dropping off, which is amazing. So it might be a little choppy, and I apologize for that. But try to watch so you can see the ease and the power that we're giving you here inside your ClickFunnels account. Okay, so this is the inside of ClickFunnels, and as you guys can probably tell right now, I'm super excited to show this to you. And before we get started, like if you were here in my office right now, and let's say you had hired me for consulting, the first thing we would do is we'd sit in front of a huge whiteboard and we'd map out what your sales funnel was going to look like. Now, obviously, you're not here in my office, unfortunately, but I want to pretend like we are. So what I did is I actually went ahead before and I mapped out what a typical sales funnel kind of looks like. So it starts here with the lead magnet, where you're going to go and get somebody's name and their email address, and then you transition over to a core offer. So that could be your product, your service, whatever it is you're selling. From there, we move over to our order form where they actually take the credit card in. Then from there, we've got our upsell, and then we have our thank you pages. So that's kind of a typical 5-step sales funnel that you can build really easily here inside of ClickFunnels. So the first step here when you're ready to create your sales funnel is you click on the button. The big orange button says add new funnel. So you click on that and it's going to pop up and give you the ability to create different types of funnels. So you could have funnels where you collect email addresses, or if you want to generate leads for your company, you create those kind of funnels. Or we have funnels that sell products, or we have funnels where you can do actual webinars. So if I click on the webinar button here, for example, it'll give me the ability where I can choose 2 different types of webinars. I can do a live webinar where I integrate with like GoToWebinar, or I can do an automated webinar replay, which are kind of cool. Or I can come back here if I want to sell a product, I choose that one. And there's different ways you can sell a product online. You can do it through a typical sales funnel, kind of like the one up above, or a product launch funnel, or if you want to do a membership side as well. So the funnel up here we kind of mapped out is a sales funnel. So I'm going to choose sales funnel. I click on that button, and then I just got to give this funnel a name. So I'm going to call it demo funnel, just so that I can find it. I'm just going to tag this one demo, and I click on build funnel. And when I do that, in the background, ClickFunnels will go and build all the pages in this funnel. So I got squeeze page, my sales page, my order form, my confirmation page, my thank you pages. Now you see this is kind of the sales funnel right here, and it's pretty similar to the one up top, right? But the reality is sometimes you're going to have different things in your sales funnels. It might not be exactly the same way that we give you in this template. Like for example, here we've got a squeeze page, then we have a sales page, then we have an order form, but we don't have an order confirmation page, right? So in this one, I'm just going to delete it because I don't need that step here. So I delete that page. But you notice we have a thank you page here, but I'm missing a page, right? I'm missing the OTO, the one-time offer. I'm missing the upsell. So because that page is not here, I'm going to add that page back in. So I'm going to come right here and type in OTO. So this is my upsell page. I'll create a funnel step, and now it'll add an upsell page here into that funnel, and I can kind of drag and drop and put it in the right space. So the first thing I do is I build the structure of the funnel to make sure it maps the structure we have kind of mapped out on the whiteboard. Now I'm going to go into each individual page now and design the pages. So first is the squeeze page. So I pick the squeeze page, and I got to pick what kind of template I want. There's tons of templates in here. Every day we're adding new designs and a whole bunch of just really cool things. So you can pick any template you like, or it's also really, really, really easy to build one from scratch. But for this example, I'm just going to pick one of these pages right here. So I'll pick this one. It's kind of cool. I click on select template, and it'll make this my actual squeeze page. So now I've got a squeeze page that looks awesome. It looks amazing. Now I need to come in here and actually edit it. Now you can see here on the dashboard, it shows me how many people visited the website, how many contacts we've gotten, what our conversion rates are. And so you see at really quick glance exactly what's happening in this funnel. Or you can click right here and you can actually set up a split test as well. In the past, it was really difficult to set up split tests here in marketing online, but now it's so simple. I click on a button, it either clones the page and I can make a split test really quick, or I can design a whole entire new page from scratch. All right, so now I dive into the editor. Now, this is where I actually edit the page, and this is so simple. You'll see that it's just kind of clicking and dragging and dropping. And so the first step here is I'm going to change the headline. So I'm typing my headline. I'm going to type in "Get my cool thing now." So boom, there's my headline. And then I can make it bigger or smaller if I want. And that's kind of simple, right? Most page editors can do that, but check out what most page editors can't do. I can grab this, and let's say I want to move it. I can just drag it. I can drop it, and boom, that fast, it moves to a whole new spot. Isn't that awesome? And then I can come here, I can change the size, and I can make it look a little bit better. Okay, but not only can I drag and drop things, I can also add things really easily. So if I hover over anything, I click on this little plus button, it gives me the ability to add a whole bunch of stuff. I can add headlines and images and videos and buttons and countdown clocks and Facebook shares and sign up forms and tons and tons and tons of elements I can add in just seconds. I can add progress bars, like it's crazy, all the cool things I can add. So I'm gonna add a video really quick. I click on video and boom, that fast, there's a video on the page. Wasn't that simple? I didn't need to hire a programmer. I just clicked on a button and boom, there's a video now. Now, if you want, I can rearrange the size of this page. I'm going to make this one a little wider. Okay, it looks a little goofy right now, so let me change a couple things. Maybe if I change, I'm going to add 2 columns here, and I'm going to drag and drop this video to the left-hand column. Now, that's kind of cool. And I'm going to drag that form up there, and now, quick, I'm making this page look however I want. So I'm going to change the headline a little bit. I'll make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to change this right here. And do you guys see how simple this is? Like, I'm just clicking around, changing things until it looks awesome, and then boom, there you go, there's my page. Okay, so now the page is done. Maybe I'm not in love with the background color, so I can really quickly click up here, go on background settings, and I can change out the background. I can put in an entirely different image. I can put in a video back there if I want. I can do a bunch of really cool things just by clicking a couple buttons on my mouse. So I'm gonna add this image right here, and boom, check out how awesome that page looks now. That is now my own squeeze page that I designed with no techie guys, no programmers, no nothing. Now I'm going to come and add a couple other cool things to show you how easy it is. I'm going to add a progress bar. And check it out, I added a progress bar. Does that look cool? Now I can also come back and let's say I want to move the progress bar. I can drag it, I can drop it, and there you go. I'm going to add a countdown clock. Countdown clocks are one of my favorite things to increase conversions. So I'm going to add a countdown clock right here and check it out. There's a countdown clock now. Now that page literally took me, 2 or 3 minutes to build, and it's finished. Now I'm going to come back in here and go to page number 2, which is my sales page. And I do the same thing on the sales page as on the squeeze page. I come scroll through here, I find a template that I love the design of, I pick it, and then I log in and I just edit it. Like that's it, you guys. You find a template you love, you select it, you log in, you edit it, you drag, you drop, you click around, and boom, you make the page your page. It doesn't have to look like anybody else's. It can become yours. Is that exciting? Now, I'm not going to dive in and actually edit the sales page because you guys have kind of seen how that works. It's not that difficult of a process. You just go page by page now and actually just drag and drop and make it look exactly the way you want it. Now I'm going to go to the order form. That's the 3rd page here in this process. And I'm going to show you this one because in the past, order forms were really, really difficult. We always had tech guys who'd come in and they would set up an order form and then like, I'd want to move something. I'd move an image and I tell them to move it and then they would do it and they would just completely break the form and stop working or just all sorts of issues. And so I want to show you how simple it is to do an order form. So I click on a template I like. Same way before, it shows me the visitors, the contacts, how many sales, what our conversion rates are, all in this one dashboard here, which is really cool. And now I'm going to come down and actually go and again, I can set up split tests on my order forms if I want, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to dive in this order form and I'm going to start editing it. Now, a couple of things is if you don't have a shopping cart right now, you can use, Clickfunnels has its own internal shopping cart. So you can just use it and it just works. But I know some of you guys, you currently work with companies like Infusionsoft or Ontraport, right? So if you are using Infusionsoft or Ontraport, one of the biggest headaches I have with them is that their order forms don't look like this, right? This order form looks amazing. Their order forms are pretty bad. And order forms, what I found is like the biggest way to decrease conversions is have bad order forms. It's crazy. What's cool about this is that if you're using Infusionsoft, we integrate with them. So all you do is you plug in your API keys and boom, it'll pull everything into this amazing looking form and you can design it any way you want. You can throw your logos on like I just did. I can drag and drop things around and it's not gonna break it no matter how hard I try. I can even put the button on top, which makes no sense, but I can do that and it wouldn't screw things up. Okay, like that's how powerful these order forms are. You plug in your Infusionsoft or your Entreport stuff and that fast you can design amazing order forms, okay? Or like I said, if you don't have a shopping cart yet, it doesn't matter because ClickFunnels has one completely built in so you can use it out of the box. Now I can go and I can change the design of this order form if I want. So instead of having it the way it looked before, I'm just gonna tweak it a little bit. Let's say I wanna add a video that tells somebody why they should buy my product or how they should fill out their order form or something like that. I can add a video and I can just drag and drop the order form over here to the side. There's the button, there's the credit card form, there's the products they're selecting from, like move the Visa and MasterCard, but that quick, you see I can just drag and drop and make my order form all by myself. No tech guys, no one there to screw it up, nothing can break, it works. I can even drag these guarantees around. You can add countdown clocks on here if you want. You can add progress bars, like all the things you've done on the other pages, you can do just as easily here on the order form and really make this order form match your look, your style, your brand. And that is, again, this is one of the many reasons why I love ClickFunnels is just how simple it is to make amazing looking order forms. If you do your order forms right, you guys, you can increase your conversions more than almost anything else, okay? Check this out, I'm gonna add a progress bar and boom, now we got a progress bar. Like, isn't that amazing? Like, how long did that take me? A minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes? Like, in the past, that would have taken me probably a week with my tech team. And they probably would have broken one or two things, okay? But there it is, it's done, it's finished, all right? So there is an amazing looking high converting order form that I did all by myself just by dragging and dropping, okay? You guys getting this? There it is, now you can preview and see what it looks like live online. All right, cool. So now let's come back in and let's work on the next step here, which are the upsell pages, okay? Now in the past, if you want to do like a one-click upsell, typically that was not like a simple, easy process. I remember when I first started using Infusionsoft a few years back, I tried to get someone to do a one-click upsell and it cost $2,500 for them to custom program a one-click upsell. Is that crazy? $2,500. In ClickFunnels, it just works. You click on the template you want, you click on the button, you tell it you want to bill them this price, and the one-click upsell just magically works like it should, okay? Then here is the thank you pages. Thank you page is the same process to pick the thank you page. Here I can put the download links for whatever they purchased. I can tell them, you know, that we just shipped out the product and whatever it is, but this is the page they land on last where I kind of thank them for ordering. And there you go, you guys. I built my entire sales funnel with you guys live here in what? 5 or 6, maybe 10 minutes. Like, isn't that crazy? We've got our squeeze page, we've got our core offer, we've got our order form, we've got our upsell, we've got our thank you page. We have everything we mapped on the whiteboard done here in a very short period of time. Is that crazy? I don't know how, like, this was not possible a year ago. It was not possible at all the entire first 10 years of me doing this business, but now it's possible for you. Okay, and like I said before, we've got over 10,000 entrepreneurs just like you now who've taken control back of their businesses. They can do this themselves. They no longer have to have tech guys for every single thing they want to do. They can log in and just make things amazing. Now, as you can probably tell, I use ClickFunnels for everything. For example, this is my high-end, high-ticket coaching funnel. This funnel averages over $70,000 per week, and guess what? I do the whole thing in ClickFunnels. Look how easy it is. I drag and drop and I move things around and it just works. Okay, there you go. There's my high ticket funnel. This is my webinar funnel. Okay, I built this entire thing in ClickFunnels by myself and it's so simple and so easy. If you have a webinar, use these webinar funnels. They look amazing. They convert higher than anything I've ever done and they will just work for you all by yourself. This is my book funnel. Recently, I launched my book. It became an Amazon and a USA Today best-selling book. We sold over 30,000 copies. And guess how I created this amazing page? You'll never guess. You're right. Okay, I did the whole thing inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, everything is just elements. I put a headline right here, and then I added another headline, and then I added a video, and then over here, this little cool order form, that's just a ClickFunnels element. You click one button, and that entire order form is magically inside of your page. So if you want your page to look like mine, it's not that hard. Okay, and the whole thing, again, was built in ClickFunnels. You guys see how easy that was? Like, I didn't need any tech guys. People are like, Russell, who designed your site? I did. Okay, and it's amazing. Now this right here is a membership site. A lot of people say, Russell, can you build membership sites inside ClickFunnels? And the answer is yes, you can. And it's very simple and very easy. This is a membership site we have for my $25,000 coaching program. And this is where they get all the content that they just purchased, okay? So the first step when I create any membership site is figuring out what are the modules. So module 1, I have the blueprint. Module 2, the secret formula. Module 3, funnel hacking. So I can kind of see, all the modules here, right? So typically when you make a membership site, first step is making the module. So I click right here, add new lesson sections, and each lesson section is a module. So think about your business. What's your business? Weight loss? So if it is, module number 1 is how to get a six-pack. Module number 2 is how to eat healthy. Module number 3 is whatever, and you go from there. Okay, so right here, as you can see, are all of the different lessons inside of this module. So I have module number 6, Inception Secrets. Now, lesson 1 is Inception Secrets. Lesson 2 is Front-End Scripts. Lesson number 3, Perfect Webinar. So you can kind of see all the lessons that go inside that module, right? So all I do to add those lessons, I come right here to add new lesson. I click on the big blue button, and it pops up and it says, okay, what lesson section? So I pick which section it's going to go in. I type in the name of the lesson. I'm not going to type one in right now because, obviously, because this is just kind of a demo. But I would type in, let's say, module number of the blueprint. Lesson 1 is how to sketch out your funnel. Right? Then I pick a page template. So I have video templates and different types of templates. And then I can set up a drip delay. Now, the way drip delay works is let's say module number 1, I want them to get immediately, but module number 2, I want it to unlock after they've been a member for 7 days or after they've been a member for 14 days. Let's say you have a free trial, right? So they give them this up front for free, but then 14 days later after they paid, then unlock this module right here. Okay, so it's so simple and easy to do that. So now you got the modules. Inside the modules, you have all the lessons. Now all I do is go to the actual lesson pages and add the content. So I click on Open Editor, it pops open, and then just like the other ClickFunnels editor, I just log in here and I just add videos. I can add my resources, my PDFs, everything I need, and that quick, you guys, I can create my very own membership site. Isn't that amazing? That fast, you guys, I was able to create an entire membership site. Like, how long would that have taken you before ClickFunnels? Is it a week? Is it a month? Is it 6 months? Like, I literally built this membership site, you guys, in a night. And I have a question for you guys. After watching that demo, how many of you guys think the ClickFunnels is amazing? I want to hear in the discussion box over here. Let me know. And some of you guys, this is like the first time you've seen ClickFunnels, right? Some of you guys are obsessed. Everyone's saying, take my money, Russell. How do I order? Yes, the membership site really is that easy, David. Yeah, like you guys are going nuts. Isn't that awesome? So that's what ClickFunnels is, you guys. People always ask me, Russell, what's your job in the business? My job in the business is to be in ClickFunnels as much as I can. Okay, when I'm in ClickFunnels, we're making money. When I'm not, then we're not. Like that's where I want to be, and that's where you as the entrepreneur can now be. It literally it gives us the ability as entrepreneurs to take the power back from the tech guys, where we're no longer held hostage by these people who have to run everything. We can change things on our own, and that's why I love ClickFunnels so much. So that's, you guys, how we clone funnels. That's how to clone a funnel you found in ClickFunnels in less than 10 minutes. Okay, you guys fired up right now? All right. Cool. Take the power back. I love your comments. Very, very cool. All right, next thing I want to do, you guys. So this is awesome. Now you guys have seen a couple things. You've seen how to find successful funnels, how to funnel hack them, how to model them inside of ClickFunnels. The last thing people always ask me, well, Russell, that's cool, but then how do I get traffic, right? So I'm going to show you guys my number 1 traffic hack. I'm going to show you how to get the exact same customers who are currently going to your competitors' funnels to start coming to your funnel instead, okay? Now, I showed you guys this site before, Venus Factor, right? Now, imagine that I was in the weight loss space and I made a funnel similar to Venus Factor's, and I knew how much money they're making. Wouldn't that be cool if you could call the owner of Venus Factor up and be like, hey man, got a quick question for you. I know you're filthy rich. You got your own plane, I'm sure, and all these things. Do you mind just telling me where you get all your traffic? Because if you could just send something to me, that would make my life a lot easier. Wouldn't that be awesome? Unfortunately, I don't think he'd take that call, and if he did, he'd probably laugh at you. But the cool thing is that the internet has a bunch of amazing tools out there that will actually tell you where people are getting their traffic from. Okay, there's some free tools, there's some paid tools. And I want you guys to show you one of my favorite ones. This is the free tool. There's an upgraded version, but there's a free one you can use online. So write this down. It's similarweb.com. Can you see that? www.similarweb.com. Now, when you go to SimilarWeb, it looks a little like this. It'll say, what is the website URL you want some insights for? So I type in www.venusfactor.com, put in the URL of the funnel I want to funnel hack. I click search, and boom, it starts giving me all this data, all this information about these guys. And if you look at this, you can see just a quick snapshot. Like, they're getting between 1 and 3 million visitors a month to their funnel. A lot of people say, how do they make $100,000 a day, Russell? Well, when you have that many people coming to your website, it's probably not that hard, right? So they're getting a lot of traffic. Now, if you scroll down a little bit, it'll actually show you all of the sites that are referring traffic to Venus Factor. Is this cool? So you look on the left here, it says here, the top referring websites. Number 1 is lifeguru.com. Number 2 is naturalnews.com. Number 3 is newsmax.com, and it goes down from there. So you can see exactly where they're getting their traffic from. So I'm looking at this thinking, like, what in the world is lifeguru.com? It looks like they're sending, a third, maybe half of the traffic from LifeGuru. So they're getting 3 million visitors a month. Maybe 1 million are coming from LifeGuru. So I'm like, I don't even know what that, like, I've never heard of that site. So I went to lifeguru.com. I Googled it, went to the site, and pulled up this page right here. I'm looking at this. I'm like, this is a blog about finding love and eating healthy and looking fit. And I was like, what in the world? I'm scrolling around, looking at all these images, and all of a sudden I see it. I see this banner ad. Do you guys see it there at the bottom? It says 5 foods never to eat, and there's a big banana on it. I'm like, that's weird. So I click on it, and guess where it took me? Ah, you're right. It took me to venusfactor.com. I was like, how interesting. I know exactly where they're getting their traffic now. Okay, now if you go back to SimilarWeb and you scroll down, there's a little button here that says show the ads. Now I always look at this button kind of like the show me the money button. Like, show me the money. You click on this button, it's going to show you their ads that are making them money. So I click on the button and it pops up and shows me every ad that they've ever run online ever. Is that cool? So here's all the banner ads that Venus Factor is running. Now what's cool is if you do the upgraded version of SimilarWeb, not only will it show you the ads, it'll show you how long the ads have been running for. Okay, it'll say this ad's been running for 2 weeks, then we never saw it again, but this ad's been running for 728 days, and it's still live right now. Okay, now if an ad's been running for 728 days, and it's still live right now, what do you know about that ad? You know one of two things. Number one, either they're morons and they love to burn money, or number two, it's working really, 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 really well, right? So if I know something's working really, 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 really well, what do you think I should do? If you've been paying attention to today's presentation, right, you guys are saying, copy it, copy it. No, we're not copying it, we're modeling it, okay? So we know two things. We know where they're advertising, you know what they're saying, so now we got to model what works, okay? So I'm going to get some banner ads designed that looks similar to theirs. I'm going to model their message, model their design, and model their sizes. So where I go, personally, I go to a site called $20banners.com. People always say, Russell, how much a banner ad is going to cost there if I go there? I'm like, are you serious? Like, it's called $20 banners. They're $20. So you go to $20banners.com. It looks like this. I say, here are the banners I'm trying to model. And then for $20, they model the banners. Now notice, again, once again, I didn't copy anything, right? They have a picture of a girl. I got a picture of a girl. They got a purple headline. I got a purple headline. It's my headline, not theirs, but it's purple. Okay, they got text. So I modeled the look and the feel and the layout because for some reason, people on that site click on ads that look like this. So why would I try to be creative and figure out some new way to do it? Doesn't make any sense. I'm going to model what they did. Okay? Now, if you think about this, you take the banner ad you just created and you go back to the exact same ads they're buying ads on. You buy ads on the same site, and within seconds, a percentage of the traffic that was going to your competitor's site is now coming to yours as well. I'm curious, how many of you guys just had an aha moment? You guys are going nuts right now. Yeah. Now, I don't know about you. When I first got started online, traffic was really, really hard. I was trying to figure out Google AdWords for a long time, and it was hard. And then finally it went away. I was like, thank heavens I don't figure this out. Like, Google slapped everybody, and we all had to move on. So then everyone shifted to SEO. SEO was even more confusing. I'm doing backlinking and H1 tags and H2 tags and all this weird stuff. And it was so hard, and they're going up and down and everything. And Google slapped us 5 or 6 times. We lost our rankings. And finally, I was like, I quit on SEO. Facebook came around. It was a little bit easier, I admit. But I personally never was able to run at Facebook ads. I have a guy on my team named John. He's a genius. He runs Facebook ads for us, and they do an amazing job of it. But I can't personally run Facebook ads. They're too confusing for me. This strategy right here, anyone can do. I do this part. This is what I do in the company. Okay? I find the websites that all my competitors are getting traffic on. I email the dude who owns the website. I'm like, hey, man, I see you sell banner ads on your website. My competitors are buying ads from you. Can I buy an ad too? He emails me back. Yep, send me money here. I send him money. I email him the banner ad, and boom, that fast. No keywords, no tricks, no gimmicks, no targeting. Like, it's that easy, okay? And that's how we get the exact same customers who are currently going to run competitor sites start coming to our website instead. Okay, now I have a question for you guys. If you've been following this funnel hacks process, right? We model what works. We found a funnel that we know is making money. We found the website they're getting traffic on. We know what banner ads look like, and we model them. Now, we don't copy them, but we model the process, right? So we model the look, the feel, the layout. We plug in our creative, our offers into that funnel. We go back to the same websites they're buying ads on. We model their banner ads. And if you model what's already working like this, do you think you can have the same success that they have? Heck yeah, you can. That's the whole way this works, right? Now, some of you guys may be looking at saying, Russell, that's cool. Venus Factor is making $100,000 a day. I don't care how much motivational thinking I do. I'm never going to believe that I can do that. So I totally understand. That's even a number that's hard for me to kind of fathom and to grasp. But let's just say you model what they did and you totally screwed up and you only get 10% of what they do. Instead of making $100,000 a day, you only make $10,000 a day. How many of you guys with $10,000 a day be pretty freaking amazing? Okay? Yeah, that's nuts, right? Maybe you're saying, oh, so that's still hard for me to believe. So let's just say you totally screwed up and you only get 10% of the 10%. You only make an extra $1,000 a day. How many of you guys would $1,000 a day completely transform your life right now? Yeah, it's a big deal. Okay? Now let's just say even that's hard to fathom. Let's say you totally screwed up and only make 10% of the 10% of the 10%. You only make an extra $100 a day. Okay, that's what, $3,000 a month? What would that do for you right now? Which one of your bills would that cover? Would it cover student loans, car debt, your house payment? Okay, $3,000 a day or $3,000 a month will transform most people's lives. And that's the key here, is you don't have to be perfect. You can totally screw this up, but if you're modeling what's working and you stick at it, you can have success. Okay, and that's what I really want you guys to understand from today's presentation. Now, I've covered 3 pretty cool things. I want to recap these again for you. Secret number 1, we talked about funnel hacking. I showed you guys how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. Number 2, I showed you guys funnel cloning, how to then clone their proven funnel inside of Clickfunnels in less than 10 minutes. And the last thing I showed you guys my number 1 traffic hack, which is how to get the exact same customers that are currently going to your competitors' funnels start coming to your funnel instead. Okay. Now I'm curious. We've been on for a little over an hour right now. I got to ask you guys a question. This is a serious question. I need to know. How many of you guys right now feel a little bit like this girl right here? Okay. Everyone's like, yes, I'm drowning. All right. So yes, this it's funny. The first a little while ago, I was speaking at an event to like 1,000 people. And I was so excited. I was talking really fast. And afterwards, this little guy came up to me. He was so excited. He said, Russell, that was amazing. He said, I feel like I had a fire hose in my mouth for the last hour. And I told some of my team that, and then they sent me over this picture. And it said in the captions they sent to me, it's like, I bet this is what people feel like after they listen to you for an hour. And I was like, it's probably true, right? Like, I know I talk fast. I know we had a lot to cover in a short period of time. So if you're feeling this way, that's okay. My goal was to help to open your eyes to what's possible, you guys. This new opportunity of funnels that can dramatically transform your life from this point forward if you take action on it. Now, some of you guys can go out there, you've got Clickfunnels, you'll be able to kind of start building, start doing these things. But for some of you guys, I want to make sure that you don't get lost. Okay, I want to make sure that you have success during this path and during this process. And so what we did, we put together a really cool offer that we call funnel hacks. And I want to ask you guys permission real quick. Do you mind if I spend about 15 minutes or so showing you what you get if you invest in funnel hacks today? Because this will literally give you the ability to be able to take what we talked about today and implement it in a step-by-step process. You guys okay with me sharing that? All right, everyone's saying, please do it. Go for it, Russell. Russell, please tell. So that's what I've been waiting for the last hour. All right, cool. I like to ask permission. I always like to try to give and serve up front ahead of time. And so I appreciate you guys allowing me to share this with you. And I think it's something that's going to change a lot of your lives. I know it has for a lot of our other funnel hacking members as well. So Funnel Hacks is a training course we put together to help to guarantee your success. So what you're going to get when you invest in Funnel Hacks today, the first thing we're going to give you is the entire ClickFunnels Edison suite for free for the next 6 months. How many of you guys want to use ClickFunnels for free for the next 6 months? No monthly payments, no anything. All right. All right. All you guys want for free. Cool. Now, we've only had a chance to talk about ClickFunnels today. There's also some other cool tools called Backpack and Actionetics that are just as amazing, if not more so, than ClickFunnels. We didn't have time to talk about those, but when you invest in the Funnel Hacks program today, and there's a cost for that investment, when you do, though, we're going to give you ClickFunnels, Backpack, and Actionetics for free for the next 6 months. Okay? Now, I want to walk you through what our enterprise members get inside ClickFunnels, okay? Inside their account, they can create up to 70 funnels, have 20,000 contacts, 100,000 monthly visitors, and a whole bunch more, okay? But what you're going to be able to do when you have your ClickFunnels account, you're going to be able to build opt-in funnels, sales funnels, webinar funnels, automated webinar funnels, product launch funnels, membership sites, and a whole bunch more. But the other side of this is even more exciting, is our average ClickFunnels member right now saves over $1,000 a month the second they start using ClickFunnels, because they can cancel all the other tools that they're currently using to glue together to be able to run an actual internet business. We built ClickFunnels to be able to do all the things you need to have to be successful. So that means you literally can cancel any other landing page software you have. In fact, our biggest competitor right now, it cracks me up. All they do is they have pages that you can't even edit, and they charge the same monthly fees that we do. Okay, so you can cancel your landing page software, you can cancel your split testing software, you can get rid of your shopping carts, you can get rid of any of those. Like if you don't want to shop, if you're sick of Infusionsoft or Entrepreneur, any SAM cart, if you're sick of your shopping cart and that monthly fee that hits you every single month, you can cancel them because we have our own built-in shopping cart. Or if you have one of those that you love, you can bring that to ClickFunnels and integrate it inside. Okay, you can get rid of your email autoresponders, or if you have one you love, we do integrate with most of them as well. You can get rid of your text message autoresponders, your automated webinar software, your affiliate software, your membership site software. You can delete Photoshop, you can get rid of WordPress, you can cancel your website hosting, you can fire your programmers, fire your designers, your webmasters, and a whole bunch more. Like I said, everything you need to run a business here is inside of ClickFunnels. You can do it. You now have the keys to the kingdom. You no longer are tied down by people and tools and products and all these things. You can actually run these things by yourself now. So like I said, the average member saves over $1,000 a month. So when you invest in Funnel Hacks, it doesn't actually cost you anything ever because you save so much money on everything you're able to cancel. Okay, now to be able to get just the basic features you get inside of ClickFunnels, ActionX, and Backpack, these are the tools you'd have to be able to replicate that. Okay, lead pages are unbound. So just do what ActionX is. You have to have Infusionsoft or Entreport or HubSpot. If you look at, let's just say HubSpot, for example, it's $14,000 for a 6-month period of time to have 10,000 contacts. Insane. You get that in ClickFunnels for free for the next 6 months. Okay, so that's the power of this offer we're making for you guys. Okay, and some of you guys are freaking out right now because you're saying, Russell, this is amazing, but what if I already have a ClickFunnels account? If you already have a ClickFunnels account, first off, congratulations, because that means you understand the power of what you are doing. But if you already have a ClickFunnels account, don't worry. When you invest in Funnel Hacks today, what we're going to do, we're going to upgrade your account to the highest level. So that'll unlock Backpack and ActionX. And then we're going to push out your billing for an entire 6 months. That means for 6 months, you have no other fees, and you'll be able to have ClickFunnels for free for the next 6 months. That sound amazing? I wish you guys could see you. You're going nuts. Okay. Yes, so you get that for free. And the way you get that for free is by investing in our Funnel Hacks training, okay? Now some of you are saying, well, Russ, what happens after 6 months? You're going to make me $5,000 a month? No, we love you guys. We want you to be on the ClickFunnels platform for forever. Okay, and so we're going to let you, after the 6 months is over, you can log in, and by default, it'll keep billing you at the monthly fee for the full suite. But if you want, you can downgrade it anytime you want without even talking to anyone. Just click a little button in your account, and you can downgrade back to whatever account level you're at again right now if you want. Okay, but for 6 months, there's no new fees, and you have everything will be locked inside ClickFunnels. Okay, so here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels. Like I said, it's a $3,564 value. Okay. Now I want to talk to you about the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass. So this is what you're investing in. When you purchase the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass today, you're going to get ClickFunnels, ActionX, and Backpack for free for the next 6 months. So let me walk you through everything you're going to get inside the Funnel Hacks Masterclass. You're going to learn how to build opt-in funnels, sales funnels, webinar funnels, auto webinar funnels, product launch funnels, membership funnels, and more. Now, the cool thing is that this training already happened live last year. So all the trainings are already in the members now. It means if you want to build a membership site tonight, you can go in there, watch that training, go through it, and be able to start building membership sites tonight. You don't have to wait like everyone had to do the first time we did it live. The second piece of this is I'm actually re-recording this training early next year. And when we start selling, if we sell something in the future, we're going to be doubling the price of it. And you guys will have access to the new one for free when you invest as well. So it means you're getting the current one that's been amazing, but also when we do the new version later next year, you'll have access to it as well. Okay. Now each of these trainings are cool. They're kind of broken down in 2 parts. The first part is for you, the entrepreneur. Like, let me show you how to build an opt-in funnel. Here's the strategy. Here's what you need to do. Here's why you need to do it. And we show that half. And the second half, then we log into ClickFunnels. We actually build it. So you can watch me, and then you can model what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Okay. Now some of you guys are thinking, that's cool, Russell, but I don't really want to be the one building funnels, which first off is crazy because it's so much fun. But I understand some of you guys might be thinking, well, I have a tech guy or a tech gal. Can I let them go to the training? And the answer is yes. If you have a tech guy or tech gal, send them to the training and let them go build your funnels, and they can have the tools that they need to be able to build the funnels for you. Okay? And some of you guys might be thinking, Russell, that's cool, but I don't have a tech guy or tech gal. If you don't have a tech guy or tech gal and you're not willing to do it yourself, what I want you to do is I want you to get one of your kids and bring them on the training. Okay? And I will train your kids to become the most profitable employees in your entire company. And I'm kind of half joking. Okay? I've got twins that are turning 11 years old next week, actually. And they both have ClickFunnels accounts. They're both building in ClickFunnels, and I promise you, if I can train my 11-year-olds how to build things in ClickFunnels, you can do it as well. Okay, so that's what's happening in the 6-week Funnel Hacks Master Course. And like I said, because the trainings happened in the past, you can go and you can start watching any trainings today, which is awesome. Okay, now I want to tell you about some of the people who've had a chance to go through this. You might have heard some of the stories of these people because they've become rock stars. First is Liz Benny. Liz is down in New Zealand, and when she first went through this Funnel Hacks process, she said, with our new webinar funnel, which is a webinar funnel, this month we got 35 new clients at $997 each. Now that we have the funnel perfected, we're on track to get 100 new clients this month. Isn't that amazing? And some of you guys might be thinking, man, that's cool for Liz, but there's no way I could get 100 clients at $1,000. I mean, that's $100,000 in a month. But I promise you, if you would have asked Liz this when she started this process, if she thought this was possible, she wouldn't have believed you. Okay, this testimony is from about a year ago. I happen to know what Liz has done. This webinar that she talked about here, she's made over $1 million in the last 12 months with this webinar alone. Okay? But if you would ask her the prior, she wouldn't have believed it either. Okay, so you can't discount it. Okay, this stuff is happening inside our Funnel Hacker community all the time. This is Mike Stanzik. Some of you guys may have met Mike. Mike, when he first came in, he was the greenest green newbie ever. So if you're thinking, I don't know anything about funnels yet, Okay, I promise you Mike knows less. I don't think he knew what a website was. Okay, I love the guy, but he did not know. And he came in because he's like, look, Russell, you're excited. I'm excited. I'm jumping in, both feet. I'm all in. And he went through the process and he built his first funnel. He said, I've never had an actual funnel before Clickfunnels. I followed Russell's instructions. I set up a sales funnel, bought my first ad. And on my very first try, sold 8 people on my front end and 2 people bought my $197 upsell. Is that exciting or what? Some of you guys might be looking at that thinking, Russell, 2 people bought his $200 thing. He made $400. Big whoop, right? But I want to stress what he said here. He said, on my first try, I'm curious, how many of you guys have been trying this whole internet marketing game for more than 6 months or a year or longer? Okay, what would have been worth to you to be successful on your first try? Okay, it took me 18 months before I sold my first product online. I would have paid tens of thousands of dollars to be successful in my first try because the opportunity cost of me wasting a year and a half of my life is huge. But when you follow the funnel hacks process like Mike did, you literally can be successful on your first try. Okay, that's what we're talking about here. All right, this is Simon Cryer. Simon lives down in Australia, and he wanted to launch a supplement. He said, I followed the funnel hack system. I found a funnel I liked. I modeled it on my very first test. We doubled over on our ad spend. $1 in, $2 back out. Isn't that cool? So the reason I want to share Simon's is because people always ask me this question. And Simon kind of addressed it. Simon said $1 in, $2 back out. So the question they asked me, said, Russell, my funnel's live. Like, how much money should I budget for ads? That's always the thought, right? And I always kind of smile. I said, well, if you follow the funnel hacks process, you built it right, and let's say you drive traffic to it, and you put $1 in Facebook ads, let's say, in on Monday, and Tuesday you make $2 back. How much do you think you should budget for ads? They say, well, if I put $1 in on Monday and I get $2 back out on Tuesday, I want to put in $1 million a day. I said, exactly. When you have a funnel that works, okay, there is no budget, okay, because it makes this money back immediately. Like, that's the goal of funnel hacking someone, is getting a funnel that works up front. Okay, I want my budget to be $1 million a day, okay, because I'm making $2 million the next day. Like, that's the goal of what we're trying to do. And then if you follow the funnel hacks process, that's what we're trying to show you. Okay. Now, the last one I'm going to show you, this is from Drew Canoli. Again, he's the owner of FitLife TV and Organifi. And I just want you to hear his own words what happened when they went through this process, because it's important to understand that not only will this transform your life and the lives of your family and your employees, but it can also transform the life of the customers that you're going to affect. I want you to hear in his own words what happened to Drew and his company after they went through this funnel hacks process. Do you want to give you kind of your experience about the funnel stuff that I went through with you guys?
Absolutely. So, what was it? About 4 months ago, I bought the book, 108 Split Tests. And I was looking through this book, and I'm like, this book is just loaded with goodness. I'm like, in the back of my mind, being a visionary, you have all these ideas as entrepreneurs, right? Everybody in the room has 1,000 ideas. In my mind at the time, I was like, what if Russell could come here and help the FitLife TV team build our supplement funnel and the different things that we're creating? Because at the time, we were doing well, like Jamel said, over $1 million every year, but we wanted to 10x it and take it to the next level. So Brunson came out. He spent the entire day with us. He just blew our minds of the content that he was delivering, and we were in our conference room. We didn't even have a whiteboard in the conference room. Poor guy was drawing on the windows in this place. And he mapped out the entire strategy, the entire funnel for the product launch that we just put into play. And literally within 2 weeks, I mean, we 10x'd our business or more. And we have pre-orders coming in now that's essentially going to pay for all of our product for like the next year and a half. It's ridiculous. So I believe in it. I think it's absolutely amazing what he teaches, what he's telling you guys to do. It completely can radically transform your business if you just listen and follow with it instead of trying to be creative and putting your touch into it. Follow the pros that have been doing it for over a decade. And that's exactly what we did. And now we're not only making more money, but our mission and purpose here is to transform 10 million people this year. And we're well on our way to do that with physical products outside of just digital. So you're touching those lives through us, my man, and I want to appreciate you for that. That's awesome. Thanks.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. All right, isn't that awesome? So you guys getting this? Like, I want to stress that this works for all types of funnels and all types of businesses. It works for supplements funnels, coaching funnels, info products funnels, e-commerce funnels, network marketing funnels, affiliate funnels, real business funnels. Like, it works for all of them. If you've got a business or you want a business, this is the path. This is the opportunity that you've been looking for, okay? Now, some of you guys are messaging me. I can see in the Skype right now, but Russell, I don't have a product. Is this still for me? If you don't have a product, 2 things. First off, I will no longer, after this second, ever let that be an excuse for you ever again, okay? Because that's what keeps people from success so many times. I don't have a product, so I can't actually make money, and I don't want that to be an excuse because it's not a good one, okay? So because I got 2 things for you. Number 1, If you don't have a funnel, you don't have a product, first thing you do when you log into the funnel hack system, go to the training on opt-in funnels. I show you guys a very simple, powerful process that we have tons of people using. I have friends that make millions of dollars a year that do not have their own product. All they do is they follow the process I show you inside of module number 1 in opt-in funnels. Okay, they set up a funnel, they build a list, they sell affiliate products, and it works like magic. So if you don't have a product yet, do not worry. Watch that training first and start becoming an affiliate. In fact, we're doing an affiliate contest right now inside of Clickfunnels. We have given away 19 cars to people, and by people who are using this opt-in funnel process. Like you can go an affiliate for Clickfunnels, we'll cover your car payment, we'll cover your, it's insane. Okay, so do not worry if you don't have a product. Now, opt-in funnels are awesome, but maybe I want to make a product, I just don't have one yet. Like, what should I do? Well, that's even a better reason to do it, because what we did is we did a module. A bunch of people were in our Funnel Hacks, when we first launched Funnel Hacks, we're kind of that same process. Like, this is awesome, I don't have a product, what should I do? And so we spent a training just focused on how can they create a product quickly and get it done and out and live in the next week. And we did that training for our members, and tons of people went out afterwards and launched their info product businesses that fast. We've talked about supplements on this training, a bunch of other things, but if you watch that, it'll give you the ability to have an info product in the next day, week, month, in a very, very short period of time. Okay, so if you don't have a product anymore, there's no longer an excuse, because this training will solve that problem for you as well. Okay, don't let that hold you up and saying, this could change my life, but I don't have this thing. Like, we solved that. It's inside of the members area. Just trust me, take the leap of faith and get in there. All right. So here's a recap. What you're gonna get. You're gonna get the 6-month enterprise account to Clickfunnels. Plus, we're gonna throw in Backpack and Action X for free for the next 6 months. You're gonna get the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass. So total value right now is $6,561. Okay. So what else do you guys need to be successful? I want to make sure that there are 0 excuses. Okay, I want you to have your ClickFunnels account. I want you to be crushing it like so many of our members are. In fact, we just last week passed 25,000 active members. Okay, so this is not something we're thinking about or testing or trying. Like, this is the reality today, and I want to make sure you have no other excuses besides. I don't want any excuses. Okay, so what else do you guys need? You've got the funnel software, you got the funnel training, so now you know how to use the tool. What else do you guys need? Oh, well, how about more traffic? Okay, now I talked about one of my traffic hacks with you guys today, which is pretty cool, right? But there's a lot of ways we get traffic in our company. So I'm gonna give you a program called Instant Traffic Hacks that's gonna show you all the ways we get traffic into our funnels. Okay, so in that, we're gonna give you all my solo ad hacks, my media buying hacks, my Facebook hacks, my SEO, my social media hacks, my affiliate hacks, and a whole bunch more. Okay, and if you're worried about, like, I'm not that technical, Russell, I don't know what to do, don't worry. If you've liked today's training, all my training is very similar. I break things down with images and sketches and diagrams and walk you through the process in a very simple and easy way so you can actually execute them inside of your business and get people into your funnel. Okay, so I'm gonna give you instant traffic hacks. So what you're gonna get the 6-month enterprise account to Clickfunnels. Those who act today will also get Backpack and Action X. You're gonna get the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, instant traffic hacks, a total value of $8,558. All right, what else do you guys need? I want 0 excuses at all. What else do you guys need to be successful? I see a couple comments. One of them, okay, I saw it. Boom. You guys are asking about copy. Russell, how do I write the copy for the pages? I don't know how to do that. Okay, and if you remember back here, I showed you my funnel. The most expensive thing we had in the funnel was the copy. It cost me $20,000 for the sales letter for this thing. Now, I'm guessing if you guys had $20,000 laying around to hire someone to write words on a page, you probably wouldn't be here today, right? I guess it's a big expense. So I want to take that burden off of your shoulders. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a training program we have called Inception Secrets. It's going to show you guys how simple and easy it is to write copy. And the reason why so inside Inception Secrets, you're going to get all the scripts and templates we use for our sales messages on every single page inside of our funnel. Okay, so for our sales funnels, we use the Star Story Solution script. It looks like this. Here's the process. You fill in the blanks, and boom, it gives you the script for your sales page. Then here's the upsell script. Here's the webinar scripts. Here's the call center scripts. Like, all the scripts that we use inside of our company to get people to buy our products and our services, you guys will get inside of this package. Okay, so that way, all your copywriting is taken care of as well. Is that cool? All right. And there's one last thing I know you're gonna need. I want 0 excuses. The last thing I know you're gonna need is as you have your funnels up and traffic's coming in them and they're converting, the last thing people always ask me is like, Russell, what email should I send out? I don't know what to send these guys. People are coming into my world, but what do I send them? So I'm gonna give you access to a training we created to help you with that. It's going to give you all the email sequences. So the first step in this process is identifying your attractive character. After that, then we identify, or we build out a soap opera sequence, which is the first 5 emails you send out after someone joins your list, introduce them to the attractive character, then we transition to what we call our daily Seinfeld emails. And the training you get will give you the training on how to do these, we'll give you the templates, the tools, everything you need to plug in so you have email sequences inside of each of your funnels. Cool. All right, so here's what you're going to get. You're going to get the 6-month enterprise down to ClickFunnels, plus those who can start today. We'll also get Backpack and Action X in there as well. The 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, Instant Traffic Hacks, Inception Secrets, Soap Opera Seinfeld Secrets, total value of $11,552. Now, obviously, I'm not going to charge you guys $11,552 for all this stuff today, but it is worth it. In fact, I'm curious, if all that this training and the software did was finally give you a funnel that was profitable, where you could put $1 in advertising in and make $2 back out, would that be worth the $11,552? Heck yeah, it would be. I spent more than that on almost every funnel I've ever built, because when it's done, it's like an ATM machine. You put $1 in, you get $2 back out. Okay, if I had a magic ATM machine that I just did that in all day, I would pay way more than $11,000. So it's totally worth that, right? Now, if all this did was help you to share your message with more people, would it be worth the $11,552? Yeah, we spend more than that a day right now in Facebook ads to get my message out to the world, okay? So yes, this is worth way more than that, because it's going to get your message out to more people. I know that most of you guys, you have something you can share with the world. You just don't know how to get it out. ClickFunnels is the tool that gets your message out to the world. Now, if all this did was give you the ability to stop pulling your hair out of your head and cancel all the monthly tools that you're currently using together to glue together your funnels, and probably firing some annoying tech people that are driving you nuts anyway, would it be worth it? Yes, it would. Okay, I told you the average ClickFunnels member saves over $1,000 a month by using ClickFunnels. That's $12,000 a year. Okay, that's way better than the $11,552 this is worth. So I'm so excited I'm stuttering. Okay, but you need to understand that. But obviously, when we're pricing this, I had two different choices. The first choice is that we could go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many of these things as we could. Okay, but the problem with that is it doesn't incentivize me to really stack on the value for you. Okay, right now we spend over $250,000 a month on a dev team making ClickFunnels stronger, more stable, adding features, making it better. Okay, we can't do that if we gave you this away for $97. Okay, understand that? We have 40 support people right now who are supporting you around the clock, making sure your questions are answered and helping you be successful. I can't do that if I charge $37 for this, okay? So because of that, we went another option, which obviously it requires a little bit higher investment on your side, but the cool thing is that in exchange for that, we can devote more time and energy and resources to help guarantee your success, okay? So that's the direction we went, and I hope that makes sense to you why we did it. So I got one more question for you that's really important. I want you to think about this for a second. What's one funnel worth to you? Okay? If you had one successful funnel in your business that was driving leads in and converting and making you money, how much do you think one good funnel would make in your business right now? Is that an extra $5,000 a month? Would it be $10,000 a month or more? Because after you get that number, hey, this thing would make me an extra $10,000 a month or more. Let's say $10,000 a month, $120,000 a year. If you had that number, how much would you then pay to get that one perfect funnel? And I may even say even an imperfect funnel. That one funnel that's going to make you an extra $10,000 a month. What would you pay for that funnel? Okay, now this funnel right here, when we built it initially, cost me $29,000 to build that. I'm curious, how many of you guys right now would pay me $29,000 if I gave you that funnel right here? All right, I got some yeses. I got some no. Okay, I got some maybes. All right, so I need to put this in perspective for you, okay? This funnel cost me $29,000, but before we sold it, we got it to the point where it was making